Thursday. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing on 1st down. Whitlock flushed out right. Open is Pell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Just shy of midfield. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And 9.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. That's caught at the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 40 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Makes the score Chargers 3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. More from L.A. in a moment. On 1st down, Whitlock eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run the counter. Henry. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flush to his right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. More from L.A. in a moment. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
To throw on 2nd down, Whitlock. And right side, Henry's got it. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitlock escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their cornerback scoring on the 2-yard keeper, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people have to run.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. James Washington making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Whitlock.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And now here's Ross.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
Chargers 3.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. And
on 3rd down, Whitlock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
plays and out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
And it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks. That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock. Looking deep here for He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. Why are we doing this?
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd
from the gun. Whitlock eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They run the counter. Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He's going to launch it for Washington. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased out left. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Whitlock dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. More from L.A. in a moment.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Calling a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Chargers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it. And congratulations to them. But it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Herbert back to the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Again, Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, With this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
More from L.A. in a moment.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and short. Herbert throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
The Steelers are AFC